Hello, my name is Derek B. I'm a media arts student at East St. John High School.
In the fall semester of 2020, the media arts class of East St. John's High School decided to document our investigation into St. John the Baptist Parish's cancer deaths. We first asked young people, what do you know about Cancer Alley?
I've heard of it, but no one ever really told me about it.
Do you know anything about Cancer Alley?
No, not that I know of.
Know that we live, work, and go to school in Cancer Alley. Denka and DuPont, you know where that's at?
Mm-hmm.
The chemicals given off is giving people cancer.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I never knew that.
Yeah, I knew it caused a lot of deaths, but no, I didn't at the same time. And how I feel about that, I really don't feel no type of way.
This is Louisiana. It has the most toxic air in the United States. Lining the Mississippi in a rural area west of New Orleans are hundreds of chemical plants that stretch all the way to Baton Rouge. A high concentration of these plants exists in St. John the Baptist Parish. We live here, where due to emissions from these plants, the cancer rate is 800 times the national average. This is Cancer Alley.
And I'm Robert Taylor, the Director of the Concerned Citizens of St. John the Baptist Parish. We formed this organization in 2016 as a result of us discovering from the EPA the fact that our whole parish was endangered by this one particular chemical called chloroprene. It was an unsafe level all over the parish. No one in the parish was safe from it.
Can you explain these chemicals and their effects if consumed?
All chemicals are hazardous to human consumption. All chemicals. Some chemicals you probably think would not be harmful, but all chemicals.
It was the Environmental Protection Agency that set the level of exposure to chloroprene for humans at 0.2 micrograms per square cubic meter. This plant has never met that requirement. And they resist it right now. They are challenging EPA's standards. They have no respect for our government as well as our people. Since that has been in effect, they have not met that regulation.
Having those chemicals released into the atmosphere is harmful to the ozone and the layers, and that's why you be seeing the climate change, those things.
How does Cancer Alley affect animals? Is it different from humans?
No, it's the same. It affects everybody the same. Like it affect us, it affect the animals. Basically, all right, say we got so much pollution is killing trees and stuff like that. So what's the animals are gonna eat? You know what I'm saying? Because you got the pollution that's killing the trees and those things are dying out. So in that case, no, it affects everybody. It affects everybody. At the end of the day, environment, all that, water, everything in the land, it affects.
So we then began to petition this company to meet the federal requirements and to reduce the poisons in our community.
A safety data sheet is a document that contains information on the potential hazards and how to work safely with the chemical products.
We're programmed as employees that if there's a release, we shut it in and fix it now, right? The monitor, the orange monitor on my chest right here is a personal protector. It's a H2S monitor. So I have to wear this in my breathing zone every time I'm out in the field. If it goes off for anything, even a malfunction, I must leave the area I am immediately, and notify supervisor.
They release into the air, and they dump. They have permits, and they dump into our surface waters, primarily our river, and they are allowed to go into a deep well, and they go down to our water reserves, our fresh water in the well, and they eject these poisons into that. They're poisoning us at every aspect.
My name is Darren Cook. I am a teacher at East St. John. I am the owner of Motion Fix Studios, and we are here in the Revolt 1811 Gallery. So as a lifelong resident of St. John Parish, I grew up in Reserve, just behind Dinka. Dinka is literally in my backyard. I moved away for some time, and I came back after 14 years of living away. I have a wife and 2 kids, and I will say yes, the chemical plants have affected our lifestyle, I believe. Recently, I've had scares with my kids where my daughter started to experience some numbness and tingling in her face, and my son just fell down out of the blue and had a seizure for 12 long minutes. On my street, you can go pretty much every other house and find that someone either has or had cancer, passed away from cancer.
There is data out there that says something's going on here. I don't know anyone particularly that fell ill due to them working in an industry. Now, I've heard stories of people being burnt, but me personally do not know of any related straight to a facility.
My father, he was a veteran, and he worked in a plant for 32 years. So by him working in the plant 32 years, he got diagnosed with a cancer from working in the plant 32 years. And it was from some of those chemicals like benzene.
We have to run and seek shelter in times of high levels of emissions, running from the odors. We don't know what they are. So our lives have definitely been negatively impacted by this in more ways than one, and probably more insidiously than we know.
I feel as though the whole Cancer Alley situation is really like another form of war. I mean, if you think about it, all of these cancer-giving plants, where is this? Black and poor communities. So, to be frank, in my opinion, it's on the attack on my people.
All lives matter still, and like they can't just produce chemicals that are killing people just for money. It's messed up. It's not right.
I'm 3rd generation here. We built that community there. You know, I grew up here. I bought the land right next to my parents, and I built a home for my. Why should we be forced to leave our home, our community? This is our heritage. Who are these people that they should come in and force us out of our homes and our communities?
Income to raise a family, tax money for the parish. It's a large employer, so it gets a lot of people traveling the roads and buying goods from St. John Parish.
So here in St. John Parish, we have a rich heritage, rich culture that is largely untapped, largely untold. We're actually standing here in the 1811 Revolt Gallery because it is my goal, my dream, my mission to tell those stories of folks here in the area or events that happen here in the area that just don't hit the history books. We are the area of the largest slave revolt in U.S. history. And so what chemical plants could do, help fund student programs such as student trips, such as film events, whatever the case may be, right? Help fund students and the citizens of the area.
So let's say we had a perfect situation to where we could remove these plant factories from where they are. What do you think will come to the land that's left over from them? Do you think it would still be usable or for people to live in them?
Yes. I don't think the land has been irreparably harmed. And that's why we need to fight now before it gets to that point.
They can contribute to this area, which is also a food desert, right? We can have more sustainable resources and gardening, what have you, energy. They can contribute in those manners.
So people have to be vigilant and make themselves knowledgeable about what's happening to our community. We the people, and especially welcoming would be the high school. All of the children need to get involved.
We could be more cautious about it and let more people know about it.
Lo que yo creo que podemos hacer para solucionar estos problemas es informar a todos lo que está pasando, lo que está sucediendo y usar los recursos naturales como la energía solar, terminar y reemplazar lentamente las fábricas que liberan mucho contaminación y sea lentamente para que no sea shock para toda la gente. Lo hacemos poco a poco y reemplazar las empresas de poquito.
Well, for starters, I think we should make this a concern that's not just for Louisiana, but for the whole government, because while our area is a big one with the Cancer Alley, I'm sure there are many other places that are affected by air pollution because of factory plants, so we should take it up to the whole government. What is your biggest fear in regards to the future of St. John the Baptist Parish?
My biggest fear is that we won't have a future if we don't put a stop to people like this who come in with total disregard and doing things that are totally detrimental to us and our environment. We won't have a future. The people are going to have to stand up here. If they value their homes and their lives and the future of their children, they're going to have to stand up and do something about it.
If you want to see more videos like this one, hit the like and subscribe button.